It's time for the NFC Championship, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the 49ers and the Rams, next on Madden NFL22.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. And come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Stafford. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. get this to his running back, Benjamin. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. First man through. It's the fullback, Juszczyk. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And a throw there incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Here's Stafford. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have struck first in this NFC title game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Eric Armstead in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Rams, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. There's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Garoppolo on first down. But escapes the sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, there's still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mitchell, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Garoppolo. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Akers has got the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Garoppolo and the Niners now, trailing 10-3. 1:40 remaining. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Garoppolo to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football. They've had it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, They win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Stafford now to throw. A quick pass to Cup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. What can Garoppolo do now with his drive? That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Cam Akers in the Rams offense ready to go back to work. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. From Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints, and they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts correct.
A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 120 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just ball.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.